So if I had to put a number on it, hey YouTube, I'm just gonna do a quick TTC tag that I've been seeing a couple of you vloggers doing. And I actually recently just saw my Fruitful fertility. I think her name is Candace. I watch so many videos. I've also seen it's just so many. I'll link some of the tags below because it's a nice way to get to know the person. So I want to just jump right in. I'm gonna look down and look at my questions. Tag question number 1, what is my name? My name is Ty. Question number 2, what is your relationship status? Boom. Married. What is his name? My husband's name is Trey, and he is 34, will be 35 this year. I am 30, so he's 5 years older than me. How long have you been TTCing? I am currently TTCing baby number 2, and I am in my 7th month, or 8th month, 7th or 8th, something like that. And I already have another daughter that it took 2 years for me to have. Question number 5, if you could go back and talk to yourself at the beginning of your TTC journey, what words of encouragement would you give? That's difficult. I would say it gets better. It'll happen, like, because that's most of the fear that you have. Like, if they would say, like, you can definitely have a baby in 4 years, like, I would be okay with that, like, because at least after 4 years you would have a baby. The thing with TTCing is you never know, like, every possibility, all the money you spend, it's never a guarantee. So it's like, if I had, like, to tell myself, like, it'll happen, like, and I think that's why I'm a little bit more taking this a little bit easier, because I already have a daughter, and makes the urgency no less. Like, I need a baby right now. Like, if I could literally pop a bun in my oven, I would. But so I would just tell myself that it's gonna happen, and to look and research, because if I would have known then what I know now, like, research, like, these vlogs have been like golden with, like, the what I did differently to conceive, the TTC journey, everything, like, all of it. And even Google is a necessary evil sometimes, because it's good to know. Knowledge is power. So number 6, any known obstacles or challenging to TTC? I do not personally know. I don't know if I do or if I don't. All the tests that I do come up positive and, perfectly fine. I just recently did an ultrasound at an REI office where one of the nurses told me that she thinks I have PCOS because she sees cysts on my ovaries, but I literally have no other PCOS symptoms, or was never diagnosed by an actual doctor, so I would have to say no at this point. Number 7, how many sticks do you pee on during a cycle? Be honest, include OPKs and HPTs. If I'm honest, it's a lot. I do the Amazon cheapies, and I buy 2 different brands because I feel like one could be wrong. So I have to have 2 different brands. This month I am using not Clinical Guard. That was last month, and I do not like Clinical Guard. So I'm using Acumed and Premate. And so yeah, and I start
10 DPO, and I don't stop until I get a positive. And same thing with the pregnancy test. I start early. So if I had to put a number on it, maybe 20. I don't know. It's a lot. How many times in a cycle do you ask someone to squint at your stick, asking if they see a second line? Only person I ask is my husband, and it's usually, like, I've never had to squint at a pregnancy test. Like, it was either positive. With baby number 1, it was positive. Like, no doubt about it. But with these, like, I hadn't even have to squint. I'm like, nope, that's negative. Like, I don't need anybody need any help seeing that. But with the OPKs, sometimes they can get a little bit confusing. I'm like, I feel like this is darker than the control line. I mean, or I feel like this is as dark or darker. And then I ask my husband, like, what do you think? You think this is darker than this one? You know, so I can compare. Number 9, what is the earliest DPO you started testing? Again, I start early. I started 8. To me, it's not really a big deal. Like, if you get a positive, some people say, like, it discourages them. I'm just trying to see it early, but it doesn't necessarily discourage me. I'd be like, oh, well, try again tomorrow. And I try all the way until I get a period. Which for me is not often. I can be like 12 past my period and still testing when I know it's not. So, a lot. Number 10, natural or medicated birth. This one, I will be trying to do a VBAC. For those of you that don't know, which I'm pretty sure everyone does, a VBAC is when you've had a C-section and you want to try for a vaginal birth the next time. Now, this all depends on your doctor and, like, why you had to have a C-section in the first place. And so mine was an emergency C-section. I did not plan it, so there shouldn't be any reason why I can't do a VBAC, but that is what I want to do. And I'm not natural or medicated person. I feel like if I need the meds, I'll get them, and if I don't, I won't. With baby number 1, I went all the way to 5 or 6 centimeters with nothing, and then I had to get the emergency C-section. But I felt like if I had progressed and it got, you know, a lot worse, like, I was handling the pain perfectly fine at that time, so I didn't need anything. But I'm not opposed to if I do. I'm not some kind of like, oh, it has to be a natural birth. Like, birth is birth, and if you can do it, power to you. If not, take that medicine. Number 11, OB or midwife. I've worked with both, and I just feel more comfortable with an OB. Midwives are great, but they're not good in high stressful situations. Not to say that they couldn't be, but their knowledge, I mean, like, they're if you were seeing an a midwife, and let's say you had high blood pressure, they would automatically have to send you to an OB because they're not equipped to deal with that kind of thing. Any kind of complication, like if you're getting preeclampsia or things like that, they will send you to an OBGYN, at least where I live, and what I've experienced from working with them. Like, they're not supposed to do a lot of more. Like, if you are, it's good if you, like, want to do doula, like, non-medicated. Like, they're there to, like, be your champion, and they're really great at that. But I need someone that has the medical knowledge to, if something goes wrong, you know what to do. So OB all the way. But I'm with you with midwives. You guys are awesome. I'm not saying that they're not. I just would prefer an OB. And that is it. That is all 11 questions.